Yeah,
Hawk,
he's earned the benefit of the doubt. More,
if I
more than
hit
earned.
my mic at any point, it's because small boy is causing issue and someone's about to kill him.
Okay.
Is that someone? Is that certain person?
Is that so I mute
No.
you before the potential sound?
Oh, don't worry. I literally got it hovering over. It's not me that's going to be doing it.
Oh, it's not going to be you committing homicide.
No, but I don't want the world hearing
What goes
probably
on behind?
what could be classified as damning evidence of child abuse.
I heard nothing. Don't get out there.
So I've got my mic button set to push to stop.
Yeah, you can push to
Instant
start.
cut off.
Yeah.
No, I've switched it so it's like there's a button that just cuts my mic.
Good plan. Good plan. I've got a button actually on my mic that does that. Because then it doesn't even. Then it doesn't actually come up on stream that I'm mic'd, that I'm muted. It's just.
Galactic Hawk is playing Final Fantasy II for the first time. No, he isn't.
No, it shouldn't be, and the thing should be saying D&D.
See, I used to have it so it would cut the mic, but now for some reason it just shunts it to the other fucking mic.
Yeah, because on the stream elements it seems to have said it's the right thing.
How many times I've said
and on Restream it's saying the same. So. Oh, I know where it might be. No, all the categories are D&D. So, no, well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just what it's come up as on my tablet. So it does the same thing with all these sometimes. So it just might be a problem on my end.
It's probably Twitch again.
Probably.
I really need to do a problem sorting.
Twitch has a lot of problems right now. I think that's the least of their thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got the right title on mine, so it seems alright.
Yeah, I get it. So yeah, it just might be a problem on my end.
Oh, have I got my mic in the right place? Oh, and I've got my screen in the right place and my camera in the right place as well. Hello, everyone, and welcome, late as always, to third session of our homebrew campaign of D&D. This time we're chasing down pirates and slavers, and I mean the bad type of slavers. Not the current type of slavers we encounter in certain areas of the world. They're not going to be making iPhones and soccer balls there. They'll be making...
Or ants.
Ants. Ants?
Yes, like
the
like
movie
literal
ants?
slave ant species. No, the species like the slaver ant species.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be making low-tech things instead. So... no iPhones.
I thought you said they were making low-tech things.
Yeah, they make the iPhone 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Low-tech things like gingerbread.
Yes.
All those little plastic bit things for accessories that are usually for like kitchen utensils.
I've given up trying to work out what Android version we're on now, because they used to be named after ice cream.
I know, and then it's suddenly gingerbread and it's chocolate of some kind.
Oh, is it now? That kind of sucks.
I don't know.
Oh well. Moving
We're now on the Android KY jelly.
The Android that allows you to shove it up your ass with its own operating system.
Yeah.
Android. Well, let's move on from Android Kit Kats and,
So,
move on to Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Well, let's move on. Well, I don't think we had anything else planned at the slave, at the village, before we left the village.
No, because No, because we're going straight after Ryoshi, because the people within the village, because I think if I remember correctly, the pirates were like, well, we've just been fucked over, so they've agreed to come with us and help us get our guy back. And they don't really have it. They never had an interest in the village to begin with, so.
Well, they've already taken everything worth stealing.
Yeah.
And now they've taken everything that's not worth stealing. So the people. So as we set sail onto our ocean map, I now have to find where the boats are and not click on the thing that screws up the map. Yay. So there we are. It's going to be a rolling map, so to maintain the distance between you and the two other ships.
Two-barrel roll.
So as long as you're keeping to the same speed, you'll maintain your distance. If you increase your speed somehow, you'll increase your distance. You'll decrease your distance between you and the other ships.
Okay.
Eventually, you catch up to them.
Okay, so
whether you can figure that part out is up to you.
Okay, so anyone know any wind powers or ways to blow us forward?
Nope.
Great start.
Yeah, I know. Well, suppose we could ask Captain if there's any way to increase our speed. Like, I don't know.
Well, there's a couple of ways. There's one which is extremely dangerous. We could try to decrease our drag.
And how would we go about doing that?
Well, one or two of you would have to go over the side and scrape barnacles off the hull. That would allow us to begin to catch up to the other ships. Because barnacles do to stick to the hull and they increase drag against the water.
So
there are rigs to lower you to the waterline, but you would have to go much deeper than that. You'd have to go below the waterline. So you'd have to hold your breath.
And what's the other method?
That is the only method we know of.
Okay. Well, you said there were a few ways.
Well, other than increasing the wind for just us. A gigantic set of oars. A prayer to Poseidon.
Yeah, he's not going to hear that. I can say that under my breath.
Prayer to Poseidon.
Doubt that get through.
Couldn't our lead? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Anyone in heavy armor might struggle.
Aside from that, all we'll do is maintain our distance.
How low's the waterline from the top of the ship? How far down is that?
It's not that deep. You'd be, as I said, they could lower you deep enough with ropes, and you wouldn't come off they tie you to the wood. You'd be just under the water for most, say, average height characters. So you'd be maybe 6 foot under the water if you were submerged to get properly to the lowest part.
No, but from the deck, how far is where we have to be distance wise? Is it within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Because I've got an unseen servant. I could lower him down and he can scrape.
Yeah, that would do it. If that thing can hold tools, it doesn't need to be as long as it is average humanoid strength. it's as difficult to remove a barnacle from a ship's hull as it is to remove like a shell from a rock at the beach. So if you've got
you could do that.
if you've got a hammer and like some sort of jibbing tool, it's simplicity itself.
Okay, then your servant could go down while we prepare for battle.
I mean,
Or boarding.
it won't
As
speed
I said,
you up a
he's not
lot,
very
but it will
strong.
speed you
He's
up
not very strong.
some.
He's not very strong, but he could be down there for an hour trying.
Yeah, as I said, they've got enough rigging for you to do it on all sides. So 1 hour you'd get one side of the ship done pretty much easily. So if you had someone on the other side to do it as well, yeah, you'd start catching.
Okay, so who wants to go down the other side?
Now the other option, of course, is we could put a cloud of daggers, and we could drive by it and just scrape the side of it, like blends the side of the ship.
Well, it's not going to cut through the wood.
Seems like a bit of a risk.
Not
No, but
really,
it might
'cause
chip
it's
off
still
the
gonna-
the barnacles like a blender.
I think that if you could get it in just the right place, that would probably do it. Because I mean,
With a magical weapon.
you have to
work?
remember that the hull is going to be quite thick compared to skin.
Oh wait, no.
So
I'd
as
have
long
to
as
be
you
holding the
positioned it in such a way, and as it moved, you moved it with the shape of the hull. So you took it each turn. How much can you move it?
That is the problem. I cannot move it. We'd have to line up so the ship sort of walked past it.
You'd only be able to get a part of the hull by doing it like that, because it would
Yeah.
move too far away. I'm just look at the side of the map and see where the direct line would be, and you want it on the edge of the hull.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want it too.
I said that was the other option.
As I said, it'd work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd work for 6 squares of it. That would do the bulk of one side. If you could get someone to do that top corner, or even 2 people to do those 2 squares, you could probably do that in less than 5 minutes. So, they lower you down for a couple of minutes. You do that. They bring you back up, lower you back down again. So, within the hour, you'd be scraped off on both sides. That is a plan that would work.
Okay.
Those are the 2
volunteers.
options I have.
You need volunteers.
I'm guessing the crew won't volunteer, so.
Well, no, they've got other duties involving the
Yeah, I
rigging
know they've
and
got
stuff,
other duties. Okay, so.
and also holding you up.
Well, I guess Perrin's volunteering since no one else will.
Has anyone got purify object where we could purify the ship? That would kill all the barnacles on it.
I don't, unfortunately. I need divine smites.
Can you
Magic
cure parasites from a ship?
Interesting.
No, because they're not really parasites.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not parasites. They're just.
Well, you think of it, they're kind of like a tick. So
Although, but a ship isn't alive and therefore cannot be infected.
So if we make the ship alive, then we can purify.
I kind of think you're going the long way round.
Yeah, you're creating a. Okay, so well, Perrin's offering since no one else is.
That's
Go
very
down one side at
Ultron
least.
of you.
I think
We'll make a
leadership put
boat
down
version
the
of Ultron. Why? Because that would be
leadership
quicker.
put down the rum. Is what should happen right now.
Right. But if you transform it, is it the original ship? And then Is it
Yeah.
the ship of? Is it then?
Oh
Are we on
no,
the
not the ship of
Theseus?
Theseus again.
Is it the ship of Theseus again, or is it the same ship of Theseus discussion as the first time?
Or was it ever the ship of Theseus?
Okay.
But it's the ship of
Right, so-
Theseus mentioned in the original conversation, the same ship of Theseus you're mentioning in this conversation. And if so, as there are two conversations about the ship of Theseus, were either conversation about the original ship of Theseus?
How much of the conversation has to be the same until it's the same conversation about the ship of Theseus, then?
Yes.
And how close to the other ship do we have
And
to
how
be to
many
blow a hole
times
in
can
it?
we say the ship of Theseus before someone uses the "get on with it"?
Well, again, I've offered to go down if we're doing the summon servant thing.
I don't
From
actually
Trigger.
know if El Toro would be able to swim.
It's the ocean. Well,
Well-
it's the sea. Swimming is not really an option.
It's all right. We'll tie you off.
You would be on rigging, so you would be okay.
Yeah.
Same as they used to apply tar and stuff to the ship.
So you'd be fine. It's just we'd be
maintain its-
underwater for a bit. We'd have to go
Yeah.
underwater for a bit and hold our breath while smacking things. And it's possible that strength-based characters might have obviously a better time clearing shit than everyone
Oh, yeah,
else.
that makes
El
sense.
Toro
Yeah,
would
okay.
probably rule at this.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
El Toro and Purin are strength-based, so they'd probably do okay with it.
And also, if you've got a high constitution, you can hold your breath longer.
Let's see. I have a 12 constitution.
17. All right, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, El Toro could hold his breath for like a week. It's the only way you can get enough air for those promos.
Well, we only need an hour, so
So yeah, El Toro could do it by himself. Easy.
okay. El Toro can do it, then fine.
El Toro has this.
Okay, but someone
Good
might
luck.
have to explain to El Toro what he needs to do.
Okay, I'll have Purin explain it to him. El Toro,
Yes.
we're gonna in order to get the ship to be faster, we have to remove the barnacles from the side of the ship. Now, what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna lower you
You might
on
want
the
to assume
rigging.
that he doesn't know what a barnacle is. Remember, he's been in a
I'm gonna
labyrinth
I'm
his whole
getting
life.
to that. I'm gonna explain it.
Okay.
They have these little things on the side of the ship. They're little things that you'll know them when you see them. They're not meant to be on the ship. Just give it. You've just got to get them off. Like, just pry them off. Don't smack them off. Like, just don't smack into the ship. Just pull these things off. Jimmy them off a little bit with if you can. It might be a bit sticky but you should be able to just get them all, smash them all off.
So let me see if I've got this right. You want El Toro to pull off the ones on the side of the ship, though it might get a bit sticky.
A very interesting way of phrasing it, El Toro. It's
Are
more. Okay, let me explain it a little more. If these things need to get off the ship, because think of them like unpaying fans. They didn't pay to be here. Get them
I
off.
know this might be out of the box thinking, but if Aria can fly, could she not just go steal their sail?
Well, she could, or hear me out. If she can get enough flight speed, she could cut through their sails.
I was thinking she could go cripple them, and we don't need to speed up. We've slowed them down.
Well, yeah, that is not that. Again, it depends on the flight speed. Because if she can keep up with them, then yeah, theoretically, she could cut their sails, which would slow them down, or at least stop them for a bit while we catch up.
So the question now comes: what is the flight speed of an unladen swallow?
African or European?
I'd actually say he's closer to African, considering he's close to Greece.
Huh.
Alex, you there?
He hasn't said anything for ages.
The point is mute. I don't have a flight speed till tomorrow.
Ah,
Oh, shit.
How far off are we from the thing? Could you take an 8-hour nap now?
Oh, you mean how far are you away from the docks?
Yeah, because all we've got to do is cripple them before they get there.
They're several days away, so you could, I suppose. Yeah.
So if we get her to have a nap now,
I mean,
she could fly over there. Better yet, invisibly fly
I
over
can-
there.
I can still get the barnacles off in the
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
you
can still
can,
get
you
that
can still
off.
do that.
Yeah, we can still do that just as a backup plan. We've got got to have all our bases covered.
But I'm just thinking of if we cripple them as well. As long as you don't attack anything, you could literally just go over there, pull the thing off, or just detach it or something.
Or hear me
Uh,
out. Hear me out. If she holds a weapon forward, if she's like flies forward and holds a weapon out,
Still
and she just
counts as
goes
an attack.
Okay, I was just checking to make sure it counts as an attack.
But I say if she unties it, or just drops it somehow by untying a rope, she could be like ghosting for an hour over there on the ship, slowing them down.
We also only need to slow down one ship, technically.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting plan.
Well, we're still going to take the barnacles off anyway, because let's face it, we're good people.
yeah.
But also, it's good to have a backup plan just in case.
Well, with that, you'll start gaining on them anyway, and that's what you want. Even if you slow them down, you still want to be gaining on them.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
Because you don't know how by how much you'll slow them down. So, because I mean, you don't know how
it's
much
good
about
it's good to have a
ships.
backup plan.
So better
Plus,
to use
me-
both plans than go,
Yeah,
oh, we
'cause
slowed them down, but we haven't really slowed them down enough, so they still arrive.
It's not just that; it's that one plan literally only needs Aria to do, and the other one it literally just needs El Toro and Trigger to do.
Mm.
So even if Aria takes a little nap to recover herself, we're still the rest of us don't need to recover our spell slots and stuff as much as she does.
Mm.
So win-win.
Hi, Phil.
Hey Phil.
If you
Hello.
Can't tell if you were mocking me or just saying that.
El Toro will help speed up the boat. We should help the small, large-headed one. Who knows
Okay,
what
so-
kind of...
Indeed.
Okay,
Plus, indeed. Also, these pirates are helping us here. It would be nice to freshen up their ship a little bit. We are guests, after all.
Who knows what kind of people he's locked up with.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Oh
so
dear.
I assume that's going to be the plan then. Aria's going to take a long rest to get her spell slots back.
And I'm gonna de-barnacle the ship.
Okay. And the
so you know what I could
unseen servant is going to debarnacle the other side.
Yeah, you know what I could do though as well.
Go on.
I could continuously take an hours of break as short rests and hand out inspiration to 3 members of this crew per hour and make them work harder, basically, because I'm playing them a song. Because they'd get a dice reroll, which means they'd be better off what they're doing.
Possible. There's not that much change that you could do. If you did it with the helmsman, yes.
Well, so I'd find the
for
3
any
people that you need to
turns.
do mostly.
Yeah, so yeah, if you did it on the helmsman, just so that you match their turns and stuff better, that would work. Yeah.
Because as I say, every short rest I can hand out 3 inspiration dice.
Okay, well, if everyone's up for that plan, then okay.
I've got no objections.
Okay, so first hour, it's going to be. Okay, so we'll just need the. Okay, he's doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Can you give me one by one? This is just a. Can you give me a strength check? Let's make it 2 strength checks.
From everyone.
No, just from El Toro. He should
Okay.
succeed it.
Strength check
It probably will be academic, but it's just on the off chance.
Dirty 21 on the first one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And second strength check, nat 20 for 28.
Yeah, perfect. It's just to make sure you kept hold of
Nice.
your tools, because you're doing the hardest part. So you're doing the bit that's at the front of the ship, around the bow. So you're the best
prow.
person for that job.
Yeah.
Because you're the strongest, so you're less likely to drop the tools with the waves hitting you in the back.
Yeah.
The unseen servant is more likely to drop their tools in that
Well,
situation
the
than you
servant
are.
is guaranteed to drop his tools.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, God.
Whereas El Toro aced it.
I've just seen his strength stat. He is guaranteed to drop his tools.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought, even then, it's just you don't get another hammer in the thing. It just delays you, so it take longer. But he'll be fine. Your unseen servant will be fine doing the rest of the sections. Are you going to use the spell to do the other side?
Oh, what, the blender?
Yeah. As I said, it'll work on the last few sections. Yeah, so that
I'll do that as
minces them off. The servant does the same, so your ship's speed has increased. So from now on, you'll be gaining ground on the other ship.
The great thing is, if I take that short rest to give inspiration out, I get the spell slot back from the unseen servant.
So, okay, next hour from that. So, me. Let's grab you all. So, 1. Okay, so that's pretty much half the distance over 8 hours. So, yeah. You are now... How far are you away now? Oh, no, it's only about a third. It's still 125 feet at the moment, but you are gaining 10 feet an hour on them. So, what would people like to do?
Well, while Pern's keeping an eye on El Toro, though, I suppose in between,
Oh, El
though, I suppose
Toro's
since he's
finished
doing
his... Yeah, he's finished his job by
Good.
now. It only took him an hour.
if that's the case, while we're waiting, because it's going to take us a while, and I know some of the crew members are probably bored, or waiting in anticipation. Maybe offer to. I'm going to ask the captain if we catch up to them. Would you prefer that we knock them unconscious? Your partners, I mean.
Well, they're going to consider us traitors anyway now, so no point worrying about it.
I understood. I just thought, well, I wouldn't want to take their lives, when, if they were, your friends or whatnot. And she's going to, offer any of the crew members if they want to play shogi while we wait.
There's too few of them to...
Fine. El Toro?
They're all busy.
Do you want to learn shogi?
What is shogi? That water
It's
was cold.
well, it's a little game.
I was going to say, stop complaining. It's the med. It's warm.
Yeah.
Or it's the equivalent of the med.
Yeah.
Yoshi is lucky El Toro does not refuse a job.
It's like it's a little game from where I come from.
Everyone is lucky now. El Toro does not smell as bad.
I'm just laying on the deck on a sun lounger.
Drying
With a
off.
coconut. I never got wet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not you, him.
So where did you get that coconut from?
So that's what she's been stuffing her bra with.
I got it from a swallow.
I knew that artwork was fake. Right.
I have the spell conjure coconut.
No, you don't.
So what is the objective of this game?
I'll admit, Jumanji, I haven't ever played shogi, but
It's Japanese
obviously
chess.
I know, but Perrin's just going to explain what all the pieces do and spend maybe an hour explaining the rules to it.
El Toro does not understand. Why does the king, the most important piece, not simply defend his title?
I don't think they're going to spend an hour. We're going to be within range in an hour.
No, you're not going to be in range for hours. No, this has been 8 hours since you are gaining 10 feet an hour.
Mate, with another 10 feet, I can start picking people off the back of the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
You got a range of 125 feet.
No, but after 10 more feet of movement, I got 120 feet of movement. I can hang off the front and start eldritch blasting fuckers off the ship.
Oh, it could be a little like figurehead.
Yeah, forward cannon.
Yeah.
You can't see them though.
I'm going to explain to El Toro.
That would be the
Think of
slight
it like-
problem.
Think of it like earning your way.
Oh
like
yeah,
you've
that
got-
mate. I'm fully guaranteed that it's like spyglass in one hand is like this everything you roll is going to be disadvantaged for the long range. Yeah, I know.
I would probably wait. Oh no! If you want it without disadvantage, what you do is you wait 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Or then you
Well,
do it
things,
from
it
the
doesn't
crow's.
cost me anything, so I'm.
Then you do it from the crow's nest.
But that's the thing.
But
it
because
doesn't
of the
cost me
additional
anything, so I
height-
could start throwing them early.
Oh no! I just meant because then the crow's nest will be in that range,
Mm.
and then you won't be firing from disadvantage because you'll be able to see them because of
Oh
the
yeah,
height.
but for 3 hours, I could be throwing 2 shots a turn at disadvantage and try and hit someone.
Yeah.
It'll piss them off.
Yeah, if you want.
So Burns is going to. Yeah, so Burns just going to explain to El Toro that the king's the piece that if you've got to sacrifice the pieces to make sure it's protected, because if you lose the king piece, that's it. It's game over. It's strategy. You've got to use your other pieces to make sure that the king isn't taken.
Right.
Not all kings are physically strong on their own, but they are important. Think of it like having a group protect you, a faction, if you will, and how people have to weed their way through that to prove their worth to fight the king.
Okay, but how does this king? But who put this king in charge? Like, whose side do I want to take here?
Oh, El Toro, you're putting too much thought into it.
I should have just given you an unseen servant to play against. It'd have been easier.
Oh,
putting-
don't.
He'll be trying to
Oh,
work out
fine.
how we could somehow make the Montreal screw job apply in chess.
It'd be better than how Hulk Hogan thinks it happened.
He's thinking about this way too much and somehow simultaneously way too little.
But yeah, for the next few hours, she's going to try and explain it very calmly how it works and try to deal with his very literal thinking. Trust me, if this was chess, it would have been much worse. We would have had the entire thing about this, and they let children play this, you say? It's quite raunchy, isn't it? I mean, kings taking pawns, and apparently a pawn goes all the way and turns into a queen.
It's pretty strong stuff.
And that is how we're going to reduce drag. We're going to stop getting them dressing up as queens.
So that's why we're not playing chess. That's why we're playing shogi. And oh god, Liz overheard, doesn't she?
You can't be talking. You can't be talking like this. It's Pride Month. You got to be supportive of the drag and stuff.
Yeah.
You're the one who's trying to reduce the drag, Hawk. Don't push this on me.
Yeah.
No. The drag of the boat, as in the non-sentient ship.
So
many
we're doing
naval
this
terms
again.
could also. It's funny how so many naval terms also refer to something sexual as well. Yeah, by decreasing drag, you increase shipping.
Yep, yes, you do.
That makes sense.
Because it's male on male. So there's more shipping.
Yowie!
Yowie!
Oh wait, no, this is a Greek one. We're not supposed to call him yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yahweh.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not Yowie. This is all Greek, so therefore it's all good. It's like Reddit, where being gay is the most masculine thing you can be.
So yeah, it's probably gonna take us hours to explain to El Toro until he goes. El Toro thinks he understands this, but he doesn't agree with it. He questions as king at his status.
So
No,
you
I'm
spent the
waiting
first
for the
hour
second
trying to
when somebody
explain
had
the pieces to him.
Basically,
So
I think it's going to take
at least
longer than that because I'm gonna have because the second we start an actual game, the first thing he's going to do is wait till we're partway through it and then just go. It's a double turn and then throw the king on the deck and start elbow dropping it and then put his hoof through the chest and go, "Now I am king."
No, he's going to set fire to it and then throw it overboard. Claim a draw.
Yeah, no, El Toro like drop kick. I don't know that I can imagine being what El Toro does. He picks up his king,
Oh dear.
elbow drops his king, and then goes, "No,
lost
now
talk.
I, El Toro, am king of the board."
Oh.
That's the problem with kids today.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I lost the internet.
No, I
No.
can hear you.
I don't think he can hear us is the problem.
No change there then.
Oh, and huh.
Weird stuff happening.
Yeah. Damn internet problems and such.
So anyway, now we're off the shogi subject. Let's continue moving forward.
Yes. Okay, so that's okay. Are you gonna? Okay, what is everyone going to do? Because so far we haven't actually heard from your leader yet.
Our leader's asleep.
Like even confirming if he's going to sleep or not.
If I'm going to have to fly, I'll have to sleep.
Okay.
Shame we haven't got any explosives or anything.
I think you're a bit too low level to be risking using explosives like that. Okay, so it's been the 8 hours, so you're now awake. Because that was why I moved
Lost
the
the
boat, because that was your 8 hours.
Right, sorry, my internet went for a minute.
Well, you've just spent what have you, aside from the couple of hours you spent trying to teach,
Trying, being the optimal word.
El Toro had to play that
Shogi.
game, Shogi.
Mm-hmm.
What have
I
you
guess.
spent-
I guess. Yeah.
After
I guess
after
I've
he's
spent
like
the-
thrown your king overboard and declared himself king of the board, and wondered why it's like a cage match or something. I don't know. Whatever El Toro would have decided. What were you going to do for the last 6 hours?
I guess for the next 6 hours, she's going to be discussing. Well, try and discuss with El Toro once they get on the ship. Now that the game's over, discuss with El Toro what they do when they're on the ship.
Okay.
Like discuss strategy. Like when we get on the thing, and maybe try and suggest we go over and get with the rest of the group so that we actually have a cohesive plan.
Okay, and
So
you were going to start firing at them as well.
Pretty much.
To mildly annoy them.
Wait, what are you talking about? If I hit someone, they die.
I know, but it's just, if it doesn't hit, they're going to be like, stop it. Stop hitting our boat.
Okay, so you're going to... Well, you got the choice of 2 targets that you could... The closest targets. Probably the ones you could see even faintly.
Her. I'm a zap you.
Say, it has a range of 120 feet, so I assume I can see. If I can see them, I can hit them.
Well, as I said, the ones you can see, the ones who are going to be stationary, that aren't going to be moving away, moving back, moving forward, moving back, doing all sorts of things, is going to be the helmsman.
Yep, that's a good shot.
So that's the ones you've got the shot at.
Let's just put 2 shots into that guy then.
Okay, which one? One on the left or
just the helmsman.
Okay, on which ship?
Well, I wouldn't know which ship he's on, so it doesn't really matter.
For you, on the map, the left ship or the right ship?
I would go for the closest one's the right ship, so the one on the right.
Well, they're both equal distance, pretty much. So, yeah.
I'm slightly closer that such as a straight line if I go that side. To that guy.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire away. That's a 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
Bad roll. So he takes 7 force damage.
Yeah.
Of course, Eldritch Blast gets 2 shots, so his second shot's a 24.
That's a hit.
But he only takes 3 more.
Okay, he's still standing.
My Eldritch Blast is not that strong.
Okay. Are you going to keep doing that?
I just get that every 6 seconds, just just a machine gun of Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so next shot. Because I don't think anyone's going to be doing anything in 6 seconds.
24.
That's a hit.
5 more.
Yep, that guy's died.
19
he
on
falls
the next
overboard and
closest
splashes
target.
into the water.
Just 3 more.
You ever run out of Eldritch Blast? Straight on, it's kind of my own thing.
Okay, effects of the ship going out of control as there's no one.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Helm.
Oh, God.
Okay,
We're going to kill him, aren't we?
They're all going to die.
Oh, bugger.
Ooga booga, me scared. Boom.
Okay, I'm going to have to roll a direction dice to see if the
I'm getting flashback. I'm getting flashback to that hitman thing I've seen of them taking the guy to be made, but the guy's driving the car and they shoot him while they're driving. Like, idiot! We wait until we get to the car park.
1, 2,
Over the cliff.
So you want me to roll low on this one?
Do we?
Yes. 1 goes to the left. Well, my left. The left I'm thinking of.
Listing lazily to the left.
Huh.
I've got one.
I got one, Danny. Oh, shit.
Oh, stupid map.
Do you know what?
I start trying to rotate it one way, and it starts rotating the wrong way. It's like
This would have been hilarious if I had the thing that pulled people closer. So as soon as I hit them, they just get yanked 10 feet off the ship.
I've got to set it as a drawing, otherwise it won't let me turn it because it keeps going. No, you can't have a thing squiffy on your rails.
No, you can't keep throwing Eldritch Blast at our ship. Eldritch Blast goes zap now.
Look, it can.
Okay, that's a problem.
Could an Eldritch Blast breach the hull of a ship?
I don't think we want that.
We probably could, but that's probably not what we want.
Okay, I'm just going to let the splash stay up over the thing because I can't actually get rid of it. As unimmersive as it is.
Well,
Oh,
you
no,
got to
that's
remember
quite immersive. There's a big wave just hits the other ship and they all get washed overboard.
No, because it's
Well, you
not
might have forgotten
actually
about
hitting
Ollie.
them. It would be hitting underneath them. But I can't stack them in such a way. It's either one ends up on top of the other because they've got the big ocean thing sticking around the outside of their
Yeah, that's true.
token. And
You got to remember, Ollie,
can't
they've got
do
slaves
like
on the ship.
I can't do like on my editing software where I could like crop the outer wave off.
Yeah, this is a rescue mission, remember?
So yes,
Yeah, they
just gotta
kidnap-
reposition
yeah, they
these guys.
As you hear, as he falls off. Rescue mission.
The second guy is like he's grabbing the helm to try it.
That is not a good. Yeah, he grabs the helm and he took 5 damage
Yeah.
because the second bolt. Don't touch that; it keeps shocking people.
And another 2 guys come up and they're gonna start firing their crossbows back at you, which are just in the edge of their range. Oh no, they've got 320 feet range.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're all right. What are you talking about?
Okay, first shot coming at you. That's a miss. It's 11. Second shot, 15.
Nope.
No, didn't think so. And they haven't. They can holler across. There's someone firing at us from the other boat. Take them out. So the other guys are gonna get in position and do similar. A miss. Oh, a dirty 20. Filthy swine. As you've got a crossbow bolt coming at you. Four piercing damage.
Ow.
The last one, 18.
That will hit.
Yeah, 8 piercing damage.
I think they're winning this fight.
Aside from that one body that just went overboard. Right. You gonna keep up your attack?
I'm going to readjust because I didn't expect backfire.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first cast a healing word to mend that hole in me.
Yeah. Well, that big bolt.
Would it help if I put a shield? Would it help if I put a shield of faith on you?
Oh, that would make it much easier.
You know, you could have. You know, you should have just asked me for this to begin with.
I didn't know they had weaponry.
Oh no, we just naturally assumed they jumped on the thing naked and went ooga booga. Let's get out of here.
The ones who last week literally floored Alex right in front of you. And were like shooting crossbows.
It was 2 weeks ago. You've got,
I didn't know they had.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
2
know they
weeks
had
ago,
100-foot range.
Oh,
remember?
320 foot range. They've
Yeah,
got
I didn't know they had that kind of range.
They've got a crazy range. And they're official as well.
Yeah, but you can't hold it against me that I didn't know they had crazy range.
That is like crazy range.
All right, I'm going to blade ward myself. So now they've got to roll a -D4 when they roll to hit.
Do you still want the shield of faith?
Oh yes, please, because then it's
Okay,
19 and then
Okay, a shield of faith.
-D4.
Okay, I'm going to cast a Shield of Faith then. You've got 2 extra AC.
Okay. Temp up that.
So what's that? Like, yeah, 18. Yeah. So I'd have to get minus D4 as well. Yeah. I think that makes it so it's not actually possible at that point.
Well, no, they can nat
They
20
could-
me.
Yeah, I was going to say, because they're only really got 18, 19, 20. So yeah, they could only get, even if they got a -1, they're only getting it on a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the only way they're getting is on a crit.
So yeah, Perrin's going to cast a Shield of Faith on her and give her a nod.
But they're still going to take the shots, because, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
still got
obviously,
shots.
obviously, they'd be idiots if they didn't. It's like those people that see like a giant robot coming towards them and they fire their bullets. It does nothing. Like, keep shooting. It might somehow work.
Now, what I should have done, of course, as well, is I should lay down. Every turn I'm going to lay down and then get back up to shoot, then sit back down.
Okay, they're having a bit of trouble with the helm, getting the helm under control. So the two ships are separating slowly as the hour
Why did we only get
progresses.
one person? Why did only one person learn how to drive this?
No, it's because
This is your fault,
it got.
Alan.
No, it's because the wheel would have started spinning wildly.
Yeah.
When,
This is
when
your
that
fault,
happens, it's a
Alan.
lot harder to get it under control again and straighten it
I
out.
know. They're going to probably
But
need
they
like
have
1 or 2 of
straightened
them
it
on the
out now.
wheel.
Oh, they got a tank slapper. On a boat.
Quick, grab it. Use your powerful hands.
But they have managed to straighten it out.
Yeah, how many of them did it take to get it straightened out?
3. They weren't exactly right nearby. They had to like run up to it,
I know.
and grab the wheel, and like, ah, freaking hell!
What the bloody hell's going on? This is your fault somehow, Steve.
Well, I didn't know Mick was suddenly leave his post. Where'd he go even? Oh, I think that's Mick over there.
I don't bloody know where
Floating
he's
in
gone,
the
but
sea.
now look at her.
It's just
I
bobbing
think he's
off.
down. I think he's down there. He's gone for a swim.
Oh, in the drink? Then sod him. I'm not going in after him.
Ooh,
See, that's
but look at that
bloody
big
shit
energy.
it.
But look at that big energy burn on his back. Oh dear.
Oh,
That looks
that's
painful.
that's just his eczema or whatever he bloody hell
Eczema?
calls it.
Sunburn.
Eczema. Looks more like sunburn to me.
Oh, he's always making some new thing up so he doesn't have to do some bloody work. Funny thing that one day he comes to work, he decides to lay down on the bloody job.
I
Oh,
really
and
want an
he's-
Eldritch
and he's
Blast to hit this guy while he's having
asthma.
this conversation.
Like, oh, and he's asthma. I thought he was insulting my mother. Asthma, indeed. He's the one with an asthma.
Just as he's having this conversation, a new blast just paralyzes him in the face.
Oh, great! And then another one's pretending to be lying down on the job. I've got some lazy cunts working here, ain't we?
There. This is what you get when you hire non-union work.
Ugh,
Or should I say
know.
union work?
I know,
Should
is there
never
a
have hired
pirate
from the
union?
Shipwrights Guild. So you got roll to hit.
Yep.
There you go. Vapor.
13?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Only 4.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, what the
It
hell
takes
was
a while
that?
to- takes a
Oh,
while to
blame
kill
me.
someone. 18 to hit. Another
Clear
5.
Clear mosquito, you fucking hypochondriac. Now stop being a bitch.
Tiniest
Oh,
blast.
bloody hell. It's starting to work now, though. Cobber.
Oh, it's probably just a mosquito.
Is there something on my back? Oh,
Hold on, let me have a
burning.
look.
Smells like burnt pork. Let's shoot the bastard.
Well, that's oddly specific.
What, you never had crackling?
No, yes, I've had the ship's cook me his shite.
Oh, I didn't mean here. I meant before you started working here. You never had to shave your crackling.
Oh, nah.
Okay, so
This entire thing is assuming they're not paying attention to the fact they're being actually shot at.
Nat 20 on the first one.
Oh, jinx.
Now, Hawk, I did mention that I was going to sit down in between shots, so that is a disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah. Reroll.
fuck off.
You've got a double nat 20 each of these shots to hit
I was going to say sit down where?
Just on the deck.
on the deck of a ship.
So I stand up, shoot, sit back down, which means all shots at a disadvantage. Because I count as prone.
Oh,
that's Smithers.
fine.
That's the sound of the DM having an aneurysm.
No, that's when the DM gets pissed off and just has a crack and sink your boat.
Yeah, that's what he does after a while.
No,
Well, theoretically, you can
I only
drop
act
prone as
arsey.
a reaction.
I only act arsey. What? Oh, what? Did you just say it was an action to do that?
No, I said you can do it as a reaction, so they could drop prone as well. Of course, they'd have to let go of the steering wheel.
No, they wouldn't. It's a wheel. They can literally sit on the floor behind the wheel and hold the wheel.
Yeah, they could. They could do it as well.
Yeah. So they
The difference
missed.
is, though, the disadvantage doesn't affect me as much as it would affect them.
Second one misses. So the only way they're getting a hit is if I roll 2 20s at the same time.
Yes.
3.
I'm waiting for Hawk to go, guess what, motherfucker?
4.
Guess what?
5. No. No. They all missed.
See, also, I'd be questionable to point out, but you can figure out what I'm doing, wait for me to stand up, and then all fire, so you're not firing at disadvantage on the second turn.
Yeah. Thing is, though, they can't see you well enough from that range. They're just firing in luck. So, you know.
Return fire.
But they could all, like, you know, several of them could fire from the crow's nest or something when you get closer. But okay, it's your turn.
Right, I'm still firing at that one guy. 23. And 3 damage. This is going to take us forever and a day.
Whee!
Just an hour
Dead.
of just eldritch blast.
Helmsman's gone again.
19 on the guy who's about to grab that wheel.
Yeah.
Flat 6.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so once again the wheel's gone. Oh shite. Got the roll we didn't want. Okay. Okay, and then the movement. So 1, 2. So if there isn't any helm control by the end of this turn, but if they can't get enough people onto the helm by this turn, the two ships will collide.
Ah,
When ships collide, they come together.
this is what it's like when ships collide. Yeah, this is what it's like.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and try and grab the helm. And okay, they were even further away, so they got to give us strength. First one failed. Second one's done it. They got it under control again.
I'm just waiting for them to just scream, "Parley!"
Good, that gets us what we want.
Okay, so you're gonna keep firing at them?
Oh, God, yeah. Until there's a better option.
This was not what I was expecting you to do.
23. 7.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. So 7 damage.
7 damage, and then second attack 24 for another 7.
Ow. No more helm again. Well, it did manage to get it back. They are insanely close to each other, though. You actually managed to correct it by bumping it. So you've gone back on their stable course.
Now, do I take a turn out from killing them to offer them a surrender?
At this point, they could literally just abandon that ship.
No, but I can message them and ask if they'd like to surrender now. Oh, we just want the people.
Okay. Can you give me a perception check?
I can.
Well, can anyone who's on the deck? Well, actually, the ones at the back would be a disadvantage.
Obviously, focus on those guys.
Okay, so I'm on the back, so disadvantage. When disadvantage 20.
Yeah, you see it. They are chucking people over to the other ship.
Ah. I'm just gonna shout over. They're throwing people over to the other ship. Are they the pirates or are they the slaves and shit?
One of them's a slave. Well, one of them's
They're throwing
Ryoshi.
They're throwing Ryoshi onto the other ship. I'm gonna make sure that
you don't
Trigger
know a
Hawk-
lot about ships, but you see them doing something looks very bad.
Are they going to scuttle the ship?
I'm describing it to him that because he can see it. He sees a large splash
Uh-oh.
at the back of the ship, and they wrench the wheel over, and then hop over to the other ship.
Ah. Stabilize? I don't know. Well, I'm just going to shout
The
what I
ship-
see to...
The ship immediately wrenches backwards as the anchor sinks,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh,
the ship flings over to one side as it does.
Oh, dear.
Anyone who's played it's that pirate game I can't think of the name of it. It's what happens when you literally drop your anchor with the wheel turned. It just goes
Yeah, it's a tight anchor turn, isn't
Sea
it?
of Pirates.
Yeah.
It's like a handbrake
Tight
turn.
anchor
It's
turn.
just it is very, very unpleasant, especially see you're gaining on it now extremely fast.
Okay, is there anything we can do to hopefully try and avoid colliding?
You're the only ones who've seen what's just happened, so you're going to have to shout to someone.
Yeah, I was literally going to shout to the person, the helmsman for our ship that, what's happening with the ship. They switched to the other ship. Well, the
We're
ship
going
on
to
the
need your
right.
help, El Toro. El Toro, grab the helm. Pull
the what?
this way. See the wheel? Pull this
Yeah.
way. And they show you which way to pull with all of your strength. Just turn the wheel this way as fast as you can.
Can I assist?
Got
Can
it.
I assist him?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we roll a strength?
Yeah. With advantage.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you
oh,
roll
with-
it
oh.
separate. Oh, yeah, you've
Oh.
done it. You've done it. Between the two of
yeah,
you, you've
22.
done it. You've managed to
That's
adjust
when
your
it goes on.
course to not plough into it.
Good.
So,
Nice. Good tag team we make, El Toro.
yeah.
Yep.
But you're going to lose ground on them because you're going to be, like...
True, but we're not going to collide and damage the ship, so that's
Yeah, the
small
speed
victories.
you're going, you'd have, like, collided with it and probably sunk.
Exactly. So
And it's going to take you a while to, like, swing around it and things, and there's no way you're going to have a shot on them with that in the way.
No. And now Plan B comes into effect. We cripple the fuckers.
Yeah, it's going to take... because they're going to be going on straight, so by the time you get out of the way of this, it's going to be another few hours. By the time you're back to the same sort of situation you were in Hot Pursuit.
Well, is this where we send Aria in to cut their... What's it called?
Yeah.
So they stop.
So by the time you've steered around it, and the boat has, you've transitioned around the boat and stuff, and it's gone beyond you.
I'm guessing was there anyone else on the ship?
Yeah, there was people on board. Slaves.
Shit.
What are you thinking? Send someone over there?
I was thinking
You'd
we'd try and set... The problem is we'd
you'd
lose
have
ground on Ryoshi.
You'd have no way of getting them back. You'd have to sail back this way and find them. Unless you don't have enough crew on board to to provide a skeleton crew for that ship.
Mm.
And you wouldn't be able to. They would be chained in the hold. It could be days before you come back. So unfortunately, yes, that is going to be a bit of a negative thing. The slaves are going to starve.
Here's the problem. Do we use our flight to go save them and just pursue after these and have her fly back after releasing one of them? Or do we do it to cripple them?
Well, you'd only have you'd have only a couple of minutes to decide, so you've got to make up your mind. Do you rescue the people in the boat behind you, or do you go
this
after
is a perfect
Ryoshi?
opportunity to hear from our leader.
Now that she's woken up.
Yes, that's woken.
Well, you better
Obviously,
tell her
after
what's
we've explained
happened.
the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said, literally, after we've explained what's happened. Hey, so who's going to wake her up?
She's really awake. Because
Alright.
she'd have been awake the whole time we were fighting.
Okay.
No, she wasn't awake the whole
Was I
time you were
awake the whole
fighting.
time you were fighting? I thought
Well,
you
no,
were
see-
asleep while you were fighting.
So I thought the 8 hours passed
oh, yeah,
and then we
yeah,
started
it had.
firing.
Yeah, that was when
Yeah,
you started
so-
firing. Yeah.
Technically, you've been awake the whole time.
Oh, I thought I was still asleep, so...
No, it's
Okay.
all right. There wasn't much you could do at that range anyway. They were like the speed they're going. You wouldn't have actually properly gained on them.
Okay.
You had to be within.
right,
You've got to
so-
be within a certain distance because otherwise they'll just keep just out of reach. And they just did a really shitty tactic to slow you down.
Shy. Yeah. I'm going to say, so, yeah, boss, there's a... How to put this? They've abandoned their other ship, but they still might have the villagers they kidnapped on. So, what are your orders? Do we go rescue them, or do we continue after Ryoshi? Because the ship can continue on, but with your flight, you could probably get on there and free the slaves. Hopefully, they know how to steer a ship.
Say his name and he appears. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Hey, Dan.
Hello. Sincere apologies for
That's all right.
only just turning up.
You have
I-
long
Alright,
since
we
earned...
assume that we know you well enough to know that if for you to be this late, there must have been something going on. So you know it's fine.
Yeah. No, when I finally fell asleep, I then just kept sleeping through phone calls, alarms, the literal end of the world,
Knew it.
the Big Bang.
Damn it! I hate when that happens. When you miss the apocalypse.
Yeah. It must be Tuesday. An apocalypse is happening. Dawn's in danger. Must be Tuesday.
So,
We're giving chase to your captors.
we've crippled the first ship, but they've abandoned it, and they've left it in a situation where if we abandon it, the people on the ship will die.
Hmm.
So we're asking our leader, Aria, that if she wants to fly over and rescue and at least save one of free the slaves, so they can head back. Try to head back to where they came from, and then fly back to us, so we can continue the pursuit.
Okay.
It's entirely up to her. because the original plan was to have her fly over and cripple these sails.
I was just thinking something really silly, as I always do.
Yes, go on.
Why not both?
Well, I know that's what I'm saying is that if she does a fly and goes over and frees the slaves, as long as she can still have enough flight to get back to the ship.
Well, no, but she's only got a minute of flight,
Right.
so she can't do both. But if I hit her with invisibility, she can go do the ship, and I can just go over and free the slaves. I'll be stuck on that boat with a load of people.
It's true.
But hopefully I can organize them to actually do something, and you guys can continue on, hopefully stop them and catch them and come back for me.
Okay. Well, if you want to do that, Purim will will support her. It's up to it's up to our leaders to.
I'm waiting to hear from the leader. I'm
Yeah, I know. We're all waiting to hear from from our leader. Lead us, oh leader. Na 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 leader.
Does anyone actually know how to use a ship?
No, that's why. But the thing is, I can keep them alive on that ship.
That's the important.
We can. I think with the group of them on there, we could like hobble somewhere and park it basically.
And there's also the chance that there might one of the people that was captured might know enough. Like we don't know what their skills and knowledge are, so we could. So it's a risk, but
it means you guys don't have to give up the chase, which would be beneficial.
It means we'll be down a party member.
Who's the first mate?
Well, if your ship,
Who's second in command?
or if the ship you're on,
Yes.
yeah, I can pick them out. Yeah, I would have them join you to do this.
Oh, so I take him with me.
Yeah. That's
Well,
smart.
at least then you have
Yes.
someone who knows how to use a ship.
I could take a guy that would help.
Yeah, that would help. You could get back, maybe get some supplies or whatever, but you could at least get them on their way back.
If you got it okay. What's the name of their leader? The one who I've been chilling out with. Why?
Oh, the bandit captain. I didn't really name her.
Fuck it, call her Miranda.
Miranda.
Because I would have been
works.
asking her questions about the island before I fell asleep and stuff.
Well, it's not
Also,
Karen,
Dan, you missed
so
us
it's all
giving
right.
Yeah. We've got enough Karens in this game, in this world.
Okay, I'm going to ask her to order all her men at current to put together as much spare food as they can fit on these her first mate and Lena's backs, and I'm going to take off most of my heavy armor and my weapons
Just gotta help Liz with something. I'll be right back.
and give them to El Toro to not lose and hold on to these while I'm gone. Because I need to shed some weight at the moment.
Are you going to just bullet through the chip flag?
Okay.
Well, we're going off. Wait, I'm putting you two on the empty ship so you can.
No,
rally the other
we'll
people.
swim over. It's fine. It's not moving.
Yeah, it's,
let me cast invisibility
stationary.
on you. You get after that ship, so you guys can catch it quicker. We can swim over to that ship.
Right, I'm back.
I say if I cast invisibility on you, you can kill their ship, so you can catch it and get back to us quicker. I'm only hoping to be on this ship for like 4 or 5 hours.
Well, no, that works as a plan.
Because the biggest problem is they're all chained up. So you need at least someone over to unchain them so they can actually get food and water. Because the boat's still going to have food and water.
Yeah, they just won't have access to it because they're all being chained.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're chained up.
So literally, if I just take
How-
a guy who knows how the ship, works,
how long is it going to take us to catch up with the other ship?
We have
At the
lost a
rate
bit of
you're
ground.
going, it'll be back to the same speed you were going. So it'll be 10 foot per hour. So the map is accurate. So you'll be catching, as I said, catching them up. So it'd be, I think it would be about 12 to maybe 17 hours. I was on a different map, just doing something a second.
Yeah, so that's quite an amount of time.
yeah, if I take a guy, we should be able to hobble behind you.
Theoretically.
But it just means you guys are going to have to do something clever to stop that ship.
Which cutting the sails will,
I don't think he'll be able to jump over. That's the problem now, and I'm thinking of it.
no.
Because I won't be there to cast invisibility on you, so you're going to have to come up with something. This is why I need my imp.
Yeah, you take the first mate and try and get that boat up and running.
Yeah.
And then I'll have more cast Shield of Faith on me and hit and fly over there and hit out the sails because
That's true. They probably won't hit you anyway.
Yeah.
20 armor class is quite hard to hit.
Then you can dodge until you want to attack as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, no, I'll probably take the dash action.
Right. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going over here.
All right.
Okay.
Fly, you magnificent bastard.
Okay. Just to get an accurate thing up there, you are currently 125 feet, so you will catch them at the current rate in 12 hours. But as I said,
Do we move faster
Up until-
now there's 2 less bodies on there?
not really.
Not by much. I wouldn't say by much. You don't weigh what? Probably like maybe 120 pounds, maybe a little less. Depends how fat the first mate that goes with you is.
Take the fattest guy,
What, so you
just
can
in
use
case there isn't any food on the boat.
Plus, if you land in the water, you can use them as a dinghy.
Okay. Let's find you some appropriate slaves.
Well, if I dash, I can move 60 feet a turn. I can fly 60 feet a turn.
Not sitting slaves. Let's have some walking slaves.
It's just be like, we've got nothing else to do. It'll just get out the rum.
I'm not going to put them all sitting just to have them then standing. I'm just going to use the standing ones because it's. I have standing slave. So there's at least 10 people on board.
The standings.
Well, as I said, I wasn't really expecting you to go after their helm and make them sort of desperate enough to.
And then just
Do
to add
something
insult to injury, we
bonkers.
split the party.
Yes, yes. Added,
Just add
added
insult to injury.
annoyance to me. Yes.
What's going to really annoy him is literally every time he comes back to the ship, it's going to be leaders trying to organize like party cruises.
That's not a goblin. That's an orc. There you go. Nicely diverse group of slaves. So no one can say that that it's a racist group of people who've been taken. There's some orcs, there's some goblins, there's some ginger people. If I had a token for it, maybe even some of Motaro's people.
Oh, yes. El Toro people.
El Toro's people. I'm not going to call them Minotaurs. I'm just going to keep referring to them as El Toro's people. Right. Okay, so you've got on board and... okay, the other people are in the hold. Chained up.
We're going to try and get these guys out.
Did they leave a key nearby? That's the thing you gotta look for.
No, they'll have taken it with them because they're dicks.
You don't need no stinking key.
They're dicks. The first mate immediately heads to the wheel. He's trying to get the ship
Probably a
under
good
control
idea.
and try and steer it back into the wind so that it doesn't. So you don't just snap your sails and snap your masts.
You better remember to pull up the anchor as well.
Well, as I said, it's more a concern to actually get the
wheel under control.
Yeah, get the sails and stuff. So yeah, so very quickly the boat is going to be heading away. So,
Okay, so Shield of Faith on a rear.
so
That's both my spell slots spent.
so it's 1 hour. 1 hour has gone by since you've passed on to the other ship, and you've gained the 10 feet. So you're casting this Shield of Faith on a rear.
Yeah, casting.
Well, when I have enough movement to actually be able to catch that ship.
Okay, but it's on standby for when you need it.
Because how much movement do you need?
No, I'm supposed to ask you how much movement I need. I'm supposed to tell you how
much-
much movement I have.
How much do you have?
Right, I can fly 30 normally, but if I use the dash action, 60.
So you'd probably have to wait. You'd probably have to wait 6 hours until you were within
Okay.
60 feet of the other vessel. But then, if it's 60, yeah, that's going to be your dash
And I'm
to
gonna
just
go.
get
I'm
to
gonna.
them.
I'm gonna give myself a running long jump slash. I'm gonna use my actual bonus action to launch myself off the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with a good 15 feet on top. 15
Perfect.
feet straight off the
Perfect.
boat as like.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
you,
you've been
you
going
might
at
take
the-
a couple
yeah.
of attacks.
So my first turn will be 60, 70, 75 feet that I'm gonna jump off this boat.
Mm.
Straight forward.
Well, they're going at a lower speed than you. So, as I said, you're going to be catching them up 10 feet per hour. So you want to be going when you're comfortable or within 75 feet. Well, 75 feet of them. So,
And then I'm just gonna hoist my shield up and lance and just fly like an arrow straight at that the top of their sails and just slash their sails straight into pieces.
okay, I'll put a measure down that's lingering.
Because I'm assuming once I got my feet on them and feet on the mast, I can just launch myself off their mast, and keeping myself at the pace of their ship won't be a problem.
No, that won't be a problem.
And I'm assuming I can just do that bird thing where I just unfurl my wings and then just drop back to my ship like that'll be super easy
Yeah,
because our ship will be coming straight at me.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I assume no one's going to do anything for the next hour then.
Nope.
Okay, so 10 foot closer.
Right. I think our plan should be once that boat starts to slow down, we need to come across aside it, have her and her men set up with crossbows on this boat, and give me, El Toro, and Purin covering fire as we then go onto their boat. Because that
Okay, so-
leaves her men safe if they surprise us covering fire when we go aside to board.
Okay, so you got one more hour before then. So
Oh, do I cast
And-
heroism on myself?
now you're in range.
Okay, so Shield of Faith has been put on you.
Cool, and then I'm gonna launch 15 feet and then just fly straight forward.
So yeah, here you are. And then you got a dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna action dash.
Okay, so that should put you above the enemy ship.
Yes. And I'm just gonna fly as stealthily as I can, straight as like an arrow, straight at their mast with my shield and lance. My lance just hooked to my shoulder and just go straight through their rigging.
Okay. Um,
I'm actually debating whether I just land on their mast and just start slashing it to pieces. That puts me in more danger. I'm probably better just staying in the air.
well, at the moment they're not aware of you, so
Oh, excellent. Is there anyone on that crow's nest?
Yeah. There'll be one person up there. But at the moment, everyone is getting ready because they can see the other ship is approaching, so they're sort of hurrying around, preparing for a fight.
Oh, bloody hell, they're back.
Can I say Ryoshi on deck, or
No, he'll
is
be
he
below
under
deck. Yeah,
That's fine.
I just forgot to
So
make his
yeah,
token
as I said,
invisible.
I am just gonna fly straight shot straight through their rigging to the front bow of their ship to start with.
Okay, you've damaged the rigging. How much damage though? Can you roll damage as though you're attacking?
I can. I will roll a true strike damage on this as well. I'll ignite my lance with all the energy just for the fun of it. So this is 5 plus. So that is. Ooh, not great.
Okay, but with the bone damage, it's going to
7.
seared. It's going to seared a hole, quite a large hole through the rigging, and also where you're bursting through it, it's going to basically tear the sail apart. So
yeah, and I've got my shield. I'm flying with my shield in front of my face as well, so I do as much damage as possible as I go through it.
So one of their main sails has been ruined, which will basically reduce its speed by a third. So you're going to be, so that would mean you're going a third faster. So you'll probably be catching up 20 feet or more per turn. So you're going to be on them. You're going to be on them in a couple of hours now, 2 hours at most, like fully alongside. But that is going to have made a massive noise.
Yeah, and I'm at the bow of their ship, so I'm planning to come back through the other sail.
Yeah, so then you'd be on them within the hour. Okay, were you invisible or anything?
Nope, I am not invisible. I am unable to go invisible. Oh yeah, and by the way,
yeah, you can't.
Trigger for your casting invisibility.
Yeah.
You can't
I
turn me
forgot
invisible.
that.
I can't help but become invisible. And I wear golden armor. I'm literally the definition of stand out.
Not well suited to the stealth mission.
Well, this wasn't a stealth mission.
Aside from well suited to these withstanding the arrow shots that are going to be.
In my defense, though, if it wasn't just this one person, it would have been a great plan.
Okay. Oh god. Yeah, this is going to be so many shots.
Yep. I'm within 60 feet of them, so I am not too worried because I still have silvery barbs if you get crits.
Yeah, for one of them.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Well, I would say, yeah, I'm gonna have to make it combat then. Combat time. How many of them are there? 14, 18.
Oh shit!
The encounter.
This is where I just die outright and just fall into the sea. I used one of my launchers, so that one out.
Okay. Can the others roll initiative? Well, actually, everyone roll initiative.
Oh, damn it. 8.
Well, they're
7.
going to be getting the first attack anyway, because
12.
Wait, did I not get a surprise?
yeah, but you're not going to be expecting them to just fire crossbows up at you.
I was
And
expecting that, but would I not get a surprise? The bonus surprise thing from going from what I just surprised them. Now they've changed how surprise works, so I wouldn't get a whole round.
Sorry, what did Purin get? I can't quite read the screen from
I
across
got
here.
7.
7. Oh, it's because someone else got 7 as well, so I was like...
At least surprise gives me advantage on my initiative rolls and them disadvantage, I think. Now.
I will double check, because I have not looked at the change to surprise.
I think it's just you advantage, isn't it?
I swear it gives whoever. So they changed it from a surprise to you get. I'm pretty sure it's now you get. Whoever has the surprise gets advantage, and whoever is surprised has disadvantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah, if a creature is caught unawares at the start of combat, the creature is surprised, which leads to disadvantage. Oh, so they might actually do better than the piss poor roll that they got.
Well, they can't do better than it. Because they still take the lowest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Does the person who's surprising get advantage on their initiative rolls? Because I could do better than an 8.
So I doubt it's both. It's either one way or the other.
Yeah, it's one. At the start, if a creature is caught unawares by the start of combat, the creature is surprised, which causes it to have disadvantage. So it's only one.
Yeah. I say because that technically means you'd get double advantage on initiative. Would be silly. I think that's the only way of getting double advantage on something is giving them disadvantage as well.
It also works if they're surprising us as well. So it's worth clarifying now.
Mm. Well, they only got a 5 anyway, so they were going last anyway.
Oh, good.
But it was your attack that surprised them. So that means they still get their shot. Because you kind of surprised them by going into the middle of them.
Surprise. Oh, shit.
To be fair, that's how you get captured. As I demonstrated 2 weeks ago.
I'd like to think that you're sat on the deck saying that.
No, it's when he hears all the crossbow bolts and the pissed off, damn it, they all start missing. The cheers when one of them gets a hit.
I don't know. Last time you were rolling really well, so
no. In one stage I was, but the rest of the time it was like no. It was like
rest of the time I was taking half the map worth of attacks to take 5 damage and kill one of them as well.
Yeah, well they didn't hit me last game. Nobody hit me last game.
Okay, well we're starting the attacks. So first one got a 6. That's a miss. Second one, a 7. Next one.
Ooh. Anyone in the audience, how many hits do you think will happen?
That one.
Oh, that's a bad miss.
That's a bad miss. 18.
Ooh, it's a good thing I gave you that. I gave you that shield of faith.
That's why I
Oh,
asked
he's
for
got
the
Shield of Faith. Hold on. Yeah, because that puts
Yeah,
up
more-
to 20. So he's
Yeah,
only, they're only getting in on a crit 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I asked Mora for the Shield of Faith.
Yeah,
know,
because
I
as
offered
soon
you
as
the Shield
oh,
of
I
Faith.
know why. Because yeah,
I was
like,
I was going to ask for the
Yeah.
Shield of Faith when I did this.
Well, I know. Some. I offered it to someone. It could have been Trigger. It could have been you. I could be wrong.
No, you offered it to Trigger. I asked for the Shield of Faith coming across
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
'cause-
Okay. We're clarifying, so I just so I don't make a mistake and accuse you of something you
That's
didn't
fine.
do.
and then if a single one of them
'Cause
gets
I knew
it,
I was
then it
gonna take
reacts to
fucking-
you silvery barbs. Yeah, I know this is good. Hmm.
Hey, that uses my very limited spell slots.
Yeah, you can
wanna
only do
get rid
that
of those.
so many times.
I only have 3 spell slots.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I only get one
3,
reaction. I
4,
only get
5,
one reaction
6,
around.
7. Yeah, but that's assuming that one of them gets, like 2 of them in one round get a nat 20.
To be fair, they did against Ryoshi.
Great. Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
great.
true.
He's jinxed it. He's jinxed it now. That's going to happen now.
1, 2, 3,
I'm not jinxing
4,
shit.
5, 6.
I'm aware of how bad this could go.
No, they got an alternative plan now. The last 6 of them aren't going to fire at you. Okay, they are going to turn and fire at the rigging of the other vessel.
We wash our brushes with odorless thinner, shake them up, and just beat the devil out of them.
Start plonking some holes in your rigging. Actually, no, there's an even better way. They're going to start firing at you, at your crew.
Hmm.
As you're starting to come into
Sorry?
range.
It's alright, we don't care about our crew.
Yeah, so none of you know how to pilot the ship.
Lena would like to point out that sounds like a them problem.
That's a miss. Another miss. Freaking hell, these guys can't even hit each other. Another miss. Another miss. Come on, one of you. One of you. Fucking hell. Freaking nat 1 again. Ah! Freaking hell, a hit. Jeez. 3 damage. One of your crew. Okay, so one's hurt. Tiny, tiny bit.
Am I going to have to pull out my bow and just sit up here and try and take as many out as I can?
It would help.
Because I will.
What's really annoying is there's a small healing bunny rabbit over there that's just going to patch up that 3 damage.
Yeah, exactly. Or I could just stand in front of, the helmsman.
Well, they just killed one of your crew.
Oh dear.
They stuck 6 shots in him, but still. Took enough. Okay.
Okay, but did they take out the helmsman?
No. They were just firing at the crew they could see.
Might be wise to let the other crew members step back a little.
Because you need, like...
Meanwhile, hours behind.
Do you people like
Ah,
flapjacks?
my ears. Right. Okay, so we are at the top of the turn order. Will El Toro, who I don't think can do anything. I'm
No,
not
I
sure.
I don't think I am in much of a position. I don't really. I don't really have any long-ranged attacks.
It's not able to fastball special anyone over yet either.
No,
I'm waiting for the day when he
I
can
have an
do that with the
impressive long
Harrigan.
jump.
Funny ball time!
Wait.
Welcome to the
I
special
don't know.
combo technique. Punt the bunny.
I'm actually waiting to see if I can justify using my launch feature off El Toro.
Who knows? I might be able to. I'll have to.
I would
I'm up for it.
thematically allow it.
If possible.
What, give me some extra distance?
Yes.
Yeah, if possible, if you did a fastball with purring, maybe I can try and see if I can use rabbit hop the second she hits something. Bounce off the belly, off the gut into someone else.
No, the question is, if I cast Featherfall on her, would she fall slower so she'd go further?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, you get like because you'd be going forward at a certain speed, whatever the launching speed is. So you'd effectively get 2 turns of it. Because you'd be like at the same height for that second turn. So yeah, that would work. Dan, I did make a character sheet for a character called Bandit Captain that you can use. That you should be able to use.
Yeah. Where would that be?
In the campaign folder. In the...
One sec. See if I can get to it. Because my campaigns. Yeah, I just automatically opened Ryoshi. Bandit Captain there. Okay, I need to claim that, don't I? It's not seemingly letting me roll.
Oh yeah,
As
you
it's
might
in
have
on the
to,
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claim. Okay. Bandit Captain. Okay, oh, you'll need their initiative, won't you now?
I just realised I freaking wiped their initiative when I did that. Shit. El Toro had, I think, 12.
Yep.
Yoshi has nothing. Perrin had 7. Lena had 7.
I had 8.
So I'm just fixing it a second. 7.
A whopping 8.
They had 5s. We had 8.
The fastest of the fast.
I do not have a good initiative. I couldn't give
what
myself a good initiative, unfortunately.
What does Bandit Captain get?
Bandit Captain is rolling. If it will actually like to register that I've hit initiative. Computer. Fine.
Did you try talking into the mouse? Oh,
Computer.
Hello, computer. Yeah, finally.
I'd like to roll
That will be
initiative.
10.
Computer says no.
Computer says 10.
Well, you're using a character who's pretty good with a gun.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. Literally, what I'm doing right now is trying to read all the firearm rules quickly so I understand them. That's on the sheet. I'm not like digging deep into the rules to learn how every single gun works.
Obviously.
Oh no, you gotta be freaking kidding! Oh, let's try that again. Apparently, the undo button is actually the undo button.
Well, yes. Quickly it says undo.
Yes, but why do you need an undo button on the initiative table?
That's above my pay grade. That question.
You know, that's my problem. It's like there's an undo button on the. I always just took it as it was the thing that moved your stuff back. Not it was an
Have you
actual
tried Control
undo
Y?
button. No, I've just put everyone's stuff back in again. The upkeep clinking time. Okay. Okay, let's manually go back to the top. So, yes, El Toro doesn't think he can do anything. Now it's the bandit captain. Just got to show you can actually move the bandit captain's token.
Thank you. I now need to relocate. Oh yeah, so the one with the fancier hair and the headband.
Yes. And also, unlike the evil bandits, they are facing the opposite way because they have turned.
Aha! Yes, good piece of visual narrative storytelling there. Yes. So. Oh, these pistols are ridiculous. Just going by the range on them.
Yeah.
Though I'm assuming that's a long range shot at 240, which
yes,
is there a penalty for long range? Because I've not had to worry
disadvantage.
about it. Disadvantage, okay. That's what happens when all my range is generally spells or done at point blank. 1, 3, 4, 5. Going up, but there's still space to duck down if needed. And I'm guessing it's pistol time. Use the right character sheet, Dan. Because I automatically opened Ryoshi. So, pistol, disadvantage.
If you move 5 more,
there was
I was
a
going to say
20.
I was going to say if you moved within 5 feet more, you wouldn't have been within disadvantage.
Oh,
because it's 80 feet short range.
60 feet.
Oh, 60. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, because 45. Yeah, I need to be in the water to get significantly in the water as well. So it is disadvantage. So that is a 12.
That's on these guys. That is a hit.
Yay! That is another 12 for damage.
Okay, he's killed outright. Which one were you aiming at?
It would be the one who is nearest me, which is top left corner of the boat. So, this one here. Yeah.
He's been yeeted
Take
from
that,
the
you
boat.
treacherous dogs! You scurvy bastards!
Treacherous curs.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just checking bonus actions. Saying turn with a different weapon as long as it's a melee weapon. That's a melee weapon ability. I could have done that to get. I could have steady aim to get advantage and therefore ignore disadvantage and just hit normally. But that is for next time.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it also wouldn't have allowed me to move, but not that it's a range. But that seems to be everything I can do from my understanding of the character
Mm.
this turn.
Okay, so Aria, it's your turn.
Uh, just deciding. So there's more of the rigging to take out that would slow their ship down.
Yeah.
Okay. How fast is their ship moving?
I haven't really established a direct speed aside from speeding relation to your speed.
Well, again, because technically I can literally just stop and hover in the air and then just because they use the momentum of their ship to slam me through the other side of the rigging. Because I don't need to use movement then.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that'd do it.
And then once I'm so if I were to do that, where would that put me on the boat? So I know then after I've done the attack, what I should spend my movement doing.
The thing is, you'd probably lose momentum when you actually go through the sail. Because you're impacting it and therefore being slowed by it. So you just end up poking through the rigging. You wouldn't get flung through it because you just hit it and stop.
Yeah, you'd be part of it more than a wrecking ball.
Okay, I'll use some movement to put me at the back of the boat then.
Yeah.
As I said, I'll flip around and just slam and fly myself back through it.
So you smash through the other part of the rigging, so most of the mainsails are gone, so the boat will catch up pretty fast, because this ship's speed has pretty much been reduced to near enough nil. So yeah, they'll probably be on them in 1, 2. It's still going to be a couple of turns in between. Well, it's going to be a few. It's going to be quite a bit of time outside of turns. Well, no, in turns.
Would the amount of damage I deal to the rigging make any difference at this point?
Yeah, it will. But you've got to remember that this is, turns being seconds.
Oh no, yeah, of course. I'm just wondering. Would you
it's
like
going
a
to take
damage
a couple
roll,
of
and would that help us?
No. It's always going to take a few minutes for the other ship to catch up.
I'll move back. Bonus actions do I have? Nothing good at the moment.
But yeah, you could pretty much just head back towards the other ship and just let everyone catch up to it at the same time. Ready for the boarding action.
Well, that's my turn for now done. Because I've got no use for bonus actions.
Lena, who is now having spent like an hour on the ship and got the crew out of their bindings.
We're having lunch.
Oh, okay. Are you not going to start sailing after them or anything?
I feel like if they haven't
have
eaten
lunch first and then
have
slowly...
lunch first, to discuss what we're going to do, and then we'll start doing it after lunch.
They'll have a nice lunch first, yeah.
Because I assume they haven't eaten yet, and so they've been.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Sensible idea. They've had a hard time. Yeah, bit of pampering. Yeah, everyone needs a bit of self-love sometimes, you know.
I just love that she's just leading a drum
Especially-
circle or something while they're eating lunch.
Especially people who are heading into that particular type of occupation. You know, you don't really want to be hungry. Well, you would have been hungry. So... Okay. So you are gaining ground on them pretty fast. Perrin, is there anything you would like to do?
Well, for now, until we get there, the only thing I can think of to do is stand in front of the is either stand in front of the helmsman so I can block any shots, or get ready for boarding. The only thing I can think of is Purring blocking some of the shots so that they don't snipe the helmsman.
Yeah, because the helmsman is adjusting the heading as well, so that as you're getting a lot closer, so that you're alongside and not plowing
so I'm gonna
into
have
the arse end of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have Purring stand in front of him, so in a way, so she can block him.
Okay.
But that's all I can do, so.
Okay.
It's the only thing I can do until I'm. Let's see. Yeah, until I'm within 60 feet of something.
Okay, the crossbow guys, they're doing the same thing. They're getting ready to repel boarders. And the rear ones are gonna start shooting again. As well. That one's in the crow's nest. That one's gonna come up and join him. And so that one, but it's gonna take them those three their turn to get up there. I'm manning the forward rigging. So yeah, it's gonna be the rear 8 of them. Who are gonna fire at your crew? So, there's a miss. Oh, it's a hit on one of your crew. 7 damage. That's a miss.
Just a quick question. Yeah. Are they aiming at the nearest member of the crew or going just for the crew in general? Because if it's the nearest, that's me again.
They're going for the the ones who look like them. Because they recognize them as being necessary for your they're still they're still planning to try and outrun you. Which they can do if they've whittled down your numbers enough. But not if they keep missing like this. Although they got another hit. So that might be another guy down if they get over what I think them. No. That one's still standing. So that's 7. 2 shots left. That's a hit. Oh, one more guy's down. Last shot on there. And they missed. Okay. Oh, and there's I forgot. There's one up in the rigging who's going to take his shot, and he's going to miss as well. They're such amazing shots, these guys. Okay, so we are back to El Toro.
I don't suppose I'm in any better position to really do anything.
No, you're like 2 turns away. Like, next turn there. 2 turns. And then you'll be on. Then you'll be able to go kick some ass.
Okay, cool. Right, I shall, I guess I'll just stand back here doing poses for morale.
I've only used
might
2
need-
turns
you might
of
need
my
to- you
celestial
might need to-
revelation.
What you might be able to do is you might be able to help the helmsman.
Alright, okay.
Because then, if anything happens, you've got the wheel as well. So, just in case Purin fails, you've got 2 hands on it. So less chance of you crashing or any other problems. Just a precautionary thing, like like you see in the movies where you got the big ship's wheel and you're basically helping steady it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll do that then.
Bandit Captain.
I'm just
it's your
wondering
turn.
whether
Okay, I will be.
I can say we should have called her Miranda. Or give her her actual name.
Oh yeah, Miranda. Sorry, Bandit Miranda.
Yes.
Miranda the Bandit.
Carmen Miranda the Bandit.
Yeah. It's a shame that it's a bandit captain and not a pirate captain, because I would burst into Gilbert and Sullivan
Yeah.
on that. But
Well, technically,
would-
they are a pirate captain, but they were a bandit first.
Yeah, for I am a pirate king. I go to steady aim, so I don't have disadvantage, but I also don't get the disadvantage.
One thing you would be aware of, you are now operating with what you would know is a skeleton crew. So you're going to be very aware that you're going to start having problems if they take out many more of your crew. Like, you're going to have trouble getting the rigging down in time to stop.
Yeah.
But that is something you would be aware of because you also know ships.
Yes, I was also trying to think what can I actively do to help. So
you might want to
solve that
order your crew, like.
Well, if we're going to take a few turns to go down, if another one goes down, I can just use spare the dying on them.
The thing is, though, if you spare the dying, they can't operate their post.
Yeah, but I can still use a lay on hands.
Yeah, but if they're unconscious, they can't do their job. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah, that's the problem. They may not die, but they wouldn't be able to.
do you think? Okay.
But
the point would be at this point ordering, get into cover. How to say this? Priority. Just go get into cover. Get into cover. Just thought. Why do I go from trying to speak in character to then explaining halfway through a sentence? Get into cover, you dogs. We can't afford to lose any more of you at this moment. To extra share of grog for those who actually make it through. Jumanji will have the spare grog from those who are dead. and then take an aim at, same place as last time, steady aim action, and shoot them. So that's normal attack roll. Oh, that's a 10.
That's a miss.
Yeah, that's all I can do as my speed is now 0, and I use my bonus action for steady aim. So, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Aria, it's your turn.
I'm almost tempted to fly over the ship and drop a bag of caltrops on them.
Drop a bag of caltrops on them.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting idea.
Just litter the deck with caltrops.
That would stop them moving around.
Yeah. It would. But I'm just not sure how much that would affect us when we try and get on the boat.
Yeah, that's always the problem.
Right, I'm gonna fly here. I'm gonna holster my lance.
It's gonna turn it.
It
would definitely turn. It would turn it into one of those old style pirate films where everyone's got to swing across from one side to the other. Because no one would want to step on the caltrops. They'd be like just swinging across on ropes. Why don't you just walk across? There's spiky things all over the floor.
Yeah, it gives me an advantage still because I can still fly. No, what I'm going to do is flick on my lance, flick out the arms of the shield bow, and I'm going to take a shot at that guy in the rigging with a true strike bow shot. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Or a 14?
That's enough to hit. Which one? The one who's actually in the rigging, or one of the ones that's climbing up the rigging?
One of the ones that's climbing up the rigging for... where's my features and traits? Celestial Revelation.
See, I wish I had that. I wish I had that yell queued up. You know, the one that everyone uses.
The Wilhelm scream.
The Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wilhelm scream. Because you hit the guy in the rigging. Ah! Sploosh.
Okay, so that's an extra 3 damage on top of that. So that's 14, 15,
yeah,
16,
that's
17
enough.
damage.
He is dead. He is very dead. Hence his Wilhelm scream into the briny.
Yeah, as I just fly next. Yeah, as I fly next to the ship, I'm just going to launch a holy arrow through his face. Try and draw some attention off the crew and back onto me. No, you know what? You remember? That would be me then. Trig, you remember about when you said, "Oh, attach a parasol to the staff of charming"? I kind of want to attach a lance head to it and make a lance of charming.
Lance of charming.
Lance of charming.
It's like you charmed. No, then you take the
remember,
lance.
my lance is more halfway between a spear and a lance, so it's a shorter lance head. So try and magically attach one of those to the staff of charming, it will become a lance of charming.
A half-shaped lance head. Make it just thematic. Give it like a little pink spearhead.
That just sounds like Lancelot on the pool, a lance of charming.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it would be very thematic.
That's how he talks about it.
Yes. Well, it calls the fall of Camelot, him being charming, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, so from below decks, well, no, from out of the captain's cabins, your counterparts are emerging. Well, your counterpart captains are emerging to give some orders. They had captains as well, obviously. And also, surprisingly, you see someone else pop out from a low deck. Well, Arias sees someone else pop up from the low deck. Ah, no, I just added the... Stupid. Stupid.
The boat has vanished. The
The
boat has
has
vanished.
vanished. It's got a cloaking device. I just sent it to the.
Shame it doesn't work.
I sent it to Davy Jones's locker.
Yeah, it's a shame that cloaking device doesn't work for any of the crew. It's Wonder Woman's invisible jet as opposed to a bird of prey.
Let's try that again. Come up, where? What have they done? What the hell? Oh, I see what I've done. Yes, sorry about this. Layer. No, your map layer, not token layer. I accidentally made the C part of your team. My armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky. I suddenly thought I was GMing Charlemagne.
I need to bring back my captain, Oscar Wintersong.
No, Ryoshi has appeared on deck.
Oh no. Has he turned traitor? Ryoshi, why would you do this to us?
Well, you'd probably be able to work out the likelihood of that, of whether I am bound and gagged still.
But we need to know an important piece of detail. As we find out, how's lunch going?
Oh, it's all right. I'm finding out all their backstories. It's brilliant.
Oh.
I found out one of them's got 3 grandchildren. 3 grandchildren.
Wow.
All
of them non-canon.
It's like we've skipped. We're what in the middle of life turned into. And how did that make you feel being kidnapped?
See, I was expecting an essential role at this point, using to make sure your scones don't burn. It's like I'm using a point on that. I want to make sure my scone is perfectly cooked.
We're giving them trauma therapy.
Yeah. Okay, Purin, it's your turn.
Well, okay, so
you still got 2 turns before you catch up.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just thinking.
But you're gonna.
How many? Okay, so are there any members of the crew that are looking a bit iffy, like hurt?
No. All of them are on full health.
Good.
The ones who were hurt were pretty much killed by the last shot aimed at them.
I mean, I could use bring back of them, but they'd be unconscious. So, I mean, good for the trip back, not great for now. Not within 60 feet of the thing, so I guess.
You can see if they have a spare bow.
I don't know how well Purin would do with a bow, but I have a javelin. Oh wait, that's not going to go. That's 120 feet.
I don't know. You'd be alright with a bow with a +3 dex.
Oh no, let's see. Dex. Yeah, I've got +3 dex. I do have some javelins. Yeah, assuming someone's in 120 feet of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Javelin. Action. Okay, I'm gonna toss. I'm gonna see if I toss a javelin into. Okay, trying to think if it's one essential. Suppose hit the nearest one. Hit one of the nearest guys. Let's see, one javelin at dirty 21.
Yeah, that's a hit. Which one are you aiming at? Sorry.
That's the closest one I can find.
Closest one to you. Right side. So they're to the left of the right of the helm. So yeah, this one.
Yeah, and that's
that's a hit. 5 damage. Yep.
Okay, and I've got a few javelins actually, so I'll toss another one for 825.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Definitely for 9 damage.
That one, he's dead. He falls off the back of the boat and into the sea. You hear it with a satisfying splash.
That's all I've got, and I'll just sit here. Better check, make sure. Better go through my inventory then. That's 2 of my javelins.
Yeah, yes. So I probably should remove that arrow. Thank you for me. Need more arrows.
That should make it easier. Right, so okay, so that was current. Oh, you've still got more javelins, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a few more. Yeah.
Have you got any more attacks?
No, that's what I said. I was checking to see
sorry.
how many I've got. Just throwing them, but I've only got 2 attacks, and I've just done them, both of them, and killed one guy. So
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I just had to send a quick message. Okay, so now it is the bandit's turn, so I'll be moving the ship up. Okay. Where's the tricky part? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm not going to go through the thing of turning it, counter-turning it, turning it, because that will take for ages. Gonna have to move all your characters and stuff. So, yeah. I'm just going to shuffle you slightly over to one side because you're steering into it a little bit. Just to, because you want to be close enough to board, but not close enough to, like, smash into the side of them. Okay, so the bandits. The bandits who are the closest to the hull, well, the closest to the rear, are going to continue their attack, including one of their captains. So let's see if the 7 can manage to injure some of them. Not at that rate. Nope. 1. Nat 20! Yay! I don't know why I'm
Wait,
so
a nat 20
excited
on
by
who?
that. On one of your crew.
Oh, okay.
It's like, one of your crew. Yeah, fuck them. It's just killed outright. Crossbow bolt to the head. You got 11 damage.
To be fair, to be honest though, I'm in a more precarious position.
Yes, you are actually. They get that nat 20 on you, and you sink like a stone, and no one sees you. It's like the end of season 4 of Angel. Well, the end of season 3 of Angel. It's just
back.
except you drown.
Yeah, and as I said, I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, that's what. No, you didn't you take your heavy armor off?
No.
No, you took your essentials off. Sorry. I remember you said there was something you took off, but it was like you're like.
No, that was originally when.
Wasn't
we
it
were
like your
gonna fly over to
rations
the
or
other
something?
boat. It was when we were going to fly over to the other boat,
Yeah.
but Trigger made the point of him and the other dude could just swim, so I didn't bother doing that.
So that's 3 misses, 1 hit.
Stop putting
4
holes
misses.
in my crew.
What is
That's another.
Ryoshi's-
That's 5
what-
misses.
What is going on with
6.
Ryoshi?
I don't know. It depends on what Ryoshi's going to do. Ryoshi's free and walking around. Okay, so one of them is taking 6 damage. So will the captain manage to put? Actually, no. There's still the 3. There's still the ones that were climbing up. So there's the one who's on the one that was on the rigging. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, they killed the second one. So there's only 2 shots left. That's a hit. Pretty nasty hit. 7 damage. Last shot from any of them. Okay, 18. 4 damage. No, that's enough. Pretty devastating round, this one. It killed 2 of your crew. So you might end up in the situation where you've got to wait for Trigger to come and rescue you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of the bandits are going to start. Okay, 4. We got.
Wait, when we left the place, didn't you say last week that they, like, under deck they'd have what we'd take more of them to like take the to like pilot the other ship?
No, I literally transferred them over.
Ah.
I copied them over from the other map. Okay, 4 of them are going to take a shot at Rhea. Miss. Dirty 20.
Well, that hit.
Oh, did the dirty 20 hit?
It does at the moment because I have a bow, not a shield.
Ah, cool. 8 damage.
Ow!
Yeah, he actually got 1 below his maximum. And the last shot, because the next one missed, 18. So
that's on the money.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, but don't they have the -4 as well?
Nope.
Ooh.
Not on me.
6 damage.
Ow.
Okay, we're through to the captains. Captain A is going to take a shot at you with his pistol. And miss you completely. Captain B is going to take a shot at the other crew and the traitorous captain and miss completely. And now it's Ryoshi's turn.
Yeah, so I'm not bound, as you said. I'm
No,
just
you're
walking
not bound.
Over. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so I have crewman directly in front, crewman to my left, one diagonal, or are some of those on rigging? So
The
this
ones
this
to
one,
your
and this one.
yeah, the ones in the middle, the three in the middle, they're on the rigging. They're up in the crow's nest.
Okay.
So there's only the one beside you.
Yeah, so this guy here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna punch him. And punch him hard.
Mm.
That's what it. That's what it. Before. Yeah. So.
So Ryoshi managed to get himself free.
Well, you can just shove him off. Use an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
to, like...
that is true. Actually, just pushing the guy off.
Yeah.
Just get the character sheet off. Character sheet seems to be misbehaving. It doesn't want to roll any dice, rather like my other one on that first. So here goes just a roll. That should be.
That's in.
Over them.
That's in.
Yeah. Yeah. So push him off. Shouldn't hurt him. Yeah. Yeah.
He's not dead. He's just like, what the hell?
Yeah. So sometimes a distraction is better than just murder. And then yeah. Well, there are people. Now no one can stab me as I try and get away. So dive off as well and just try and get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. We're back up to the start of the turn order again. If
yeah,
that's everything.
That would also.
Yeah.
So that changes what I was going to do drastically.
So El Toro, it's your turn. You've got one more turn before your boat will arrive alongside. So if you get into a position where you could potentially strike someone, because your ship is going to end up like right close to theirs, you could hold an action and then take a swing at them as soon as you get nearby.
Yeah.
Because your ship's going to move forward 6 places, so yeah, if you were at the bow of your ship, you'd be able to hit one of them as you go by.
At the bow. Okay.
The 4 of your ship. Sorry, the 4 of your ship.
Well, like say, right here.
You could be that far, and you'd still be in there.
All right. Yeah.
Give
I'm
you a little bit of.
Yeah.
Hold your action.
I'm just gonna hold. Yeah, hold me action. Then. I'm gonna start doing Hogan poses as we approach.
Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, you. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
You and me, brother. You and me, brother.
You then just like make a snap motion with your hand.
What you gonna do when El Toro the bull runs wild on you?
What we need now is like Gary's cheering team from Pokemon. Like at that point, just shouting, "Go, go, go!" Oh no, that would be the crazier one. Like next turn, if he like then runs back and then just like sprints into their boat like a freaking bowling ball. Okay. So, Bandit Captain, it's your turn. Well, Miranda, it's your turn.
Miranda, yes. Yes. So, Miranda is going to, well, as I said in response to the thing, stop blowing holes in my crew and proceed to try and blow holes in their crew instead. And yes, which will right sheet. Get the right sheet. I will take the steady so that actually I need to double check the distance now because it has changed a bit. Okay, I know how to use this damn thing. Stop giving me the options. Aha! I do not need a steady to get the normal one. Can I actually shoot one of their higher officers? Yes, I can. Yeah. And so I am aiming for this one here. I am going to take the steady action, so I have advantage on this shot. Stop blowing holes in my crew! Proceeds to try and blow. Oh, for God's sake!
What happened?
I got a 9 on advantage.
Freaking powder's wet.
No.
Yeah.
That's what it must be. The powder's wet.
Oh no, that is unfortunate.
Who pissed on my powder?
Yeah, when I have disadvantage, I still hit and lose a nat 20, but when I have an advantage, the highest I can roll is 5. Just the absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But that is everything I can do, other than throw out several expletives because pirate. You powdering your useless pistol. Hit it into the hand a couple of times, hoping the next one will work. Or possibly just next turn swap to the other pistol. But yes, that's all I can do.
Okay, well, it's Aria's turn.
Okay.
Just so you're aware, the one who is beside him is lower in depth than him. Like Ryoshi is like on the surface, and this guy is like sinking.
Okay, my plan was originally to fly down next to Ryoshi.
Yeah, you can do that without. You can do that without an attack of opportunity. I'm just saying because that guy is like way lower.
I was going to fly onto the ship next to him and help fight these guys.
Oh,
but Ryoshi jumped ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back out. Put the arms back down so I have a shield, so I actually have a decent armor class because I'm going to have her to pieces. And I pull the lance back out, and I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Bane on the 2 captains and 1 random dude. You can pick. They're all the same. So, they all need to make me charisma saving throws. So the 2 captains and 1 random dude.
Okay. I'm just in the process of doing that. So, random dude first. They got 10.
Okay.
Captain. Captain number 1 got 15.
Damn it. He
Captain
passes.
number 2 got 16.
Well, that was a waste of a spell. Awesome. I love it when you use spells and they just go completely to waste.
Happens sometimes. You can't help it.
Then I'll just use my bonus action to heal. Use a second wind. Oh, goody. That was the end of my turn.
Yeah. Go away. Certainly copied a token. Right. Okay. How's tea going?
Yeah, good.
I mean, it's only been a few seconds, so you know. You're having I mean, it's only been like 6 seconds. Is someone dunking a biscuit?
Yeah.
That's what you should always do. If someone's like, you know, you've split the party and you're like one part of the party is like doing the thing. You just go like, we're dunking biscuits. And it's like in the 6 seconds, it's like it's been dunking in my brew for my entire turn. I'm gonna hold my withdrawal biscuit action until next turn.
I was just rolling a cigarette.
It's a
then, I
hobnob.
inhaled a filter.
Oh, that's rough.
I literally, you came to me and I took a huge breath and I inhaled a filter.
Oh no.
It's nasty.
I don't think I'm going to bring that back up, so I'm going to have to take a drink and see if it go the other way.
Yeah, that's yeah. See how your stomach's doing with the extra filtration. Right, so I assume there's nothing much you can do. Well, yeah, there isn't anything you can really do. So on to Perrin.
Okay.
Okay, next turn. Just like El Toro, you're gonna be probably passing within the first 3 people of the enemy ship when you get. Well, he will be. El Toro will be.
Ah. So I should probably get into position then.
Yeah, it's time for the fight.
All right then. Okay, then I'm going to get ready with him and hold an action
Yeah,
for hold an attack.
you're gonna move up beside him.
Yeah, move up beside him.
Yeah. Okay, well, you'll get your attack in just a few seconds because after your turn is the turn I've been moving the boat. So,
Okay.
So there we go. Your boat moves forward. Okay, so be just close enough. So. Yeah, this is where it gets sort of messy in terms of like As it's your turn, your ship is on top at the moment.
Hmm.
Which is why half of their crew looks like they're underwater. Okay, so oh no, it's one more. Oh no, this is going to be a difficult one to move. Yeah, that was the problem. Let's try that move again. This time, we'll put the ship in the right place. So supposed to be one more down. There we go. Now, either way, that's not going to work. Never mind. It's always just going to look messy. I just tried changing the layer to see if that would make any difference, and it's like, no, you just end up with one sinking over the other. Never mind. Never mind. I should just undo that. Token layer. There we go. Right, so El Toro, you can roll to hit.
All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna. Right, we're alongside them. I'm gonna roll to hit this guy.
Yeah.
It's 26 to hit.
It's a hit.
Rolling damage. 9 damage.
He's still alive. Just.
Knocked him for a loop, though, I shouldn't wonder.
Oh, yeah, he is feeling it.
Okay. Oh, was that the held action?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not actually my turn yet. Okay.
No.
Now it's Purin's held action.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can finish him with a 26
Yeah, that's a hit.
for 7 damage.
Yeah, that finishes him off. Really got to make a token of these ships that's like not got the water around it, because never mind. I'll sort it out during the week. Okay, so now it's the bandit's turn. So, Okay, the 3 bandits that are left are going to continue the 3 bandits who are furthest back, well, the 3 bandits who are at the helm, who aren't in close combat, they're going to continue their attack on the crew of the other ship. Ow! That's a hit. But only 2 damage, so that's alright. Second hit. Not second attack. They ain't hitting that. But they are hitting that. With 17. But only doing 5 damage in total. Well, yeah, 5 damage in total, so that guy's alright. Okay. Okay, so the one who has Bane, captain who has Bane. What's it Bane does?
None of the
That gives
captains
you
got baned.
Oh, they didn't get baned. It was
No,
only the
15 and
normal
16,
guy.
they both passed.
Yeah, they both passed. So yeah. Okay, so bandit captain's going after El Toro. Okay, with scimitar, El Toro. 19 to hit.
Yep, that's in.
Fortunately, it's not magical weapon, so you're alright. So it's going to be 7 slashing damage.
Okay, ouch.
Second attack, that's 15 to hit.
AC 16.
Yep,
So
AC 16, yeah.
I'm hulking up.
Okay. Next bandit who's okay, the bandits who are in shooting. Okay, these ones are going to come over. Oh no, what am I thinking? That's the 2 that are on the thing. Okay. 3 of them are going to take a shot at Aria. Miss. And miss again. Nat 20, 23.
I'm gonna silvery barbs.
Okay. Dirty 21.
Still hits.
For 2 damage.
Yeah, better that than a nat 20.
Yeah, I know. It's just the like
Such extreme effort for 2 damage.
Yeah, it's like 2 damage. It's still 2 damage. Yeah.
I will give myself the advantage.
Awesome. I was just wondering that. Okay. The bandits in the top. In the crow's nest. They're just going to finish off your crew. There's only 1 guy left. No, 2 guys left. Yay, they got a hit. Freaking hell. 6 damage. Second shot. Freaking hell. They can hit things that aren't shit. They can hit things that are shit. Sorry, like them. Nasty, nasty hit. There's only one left.
God, I am burning so much shit in this fight. Almost that spells.
Mm.
17. 2 damage. Okay, anyone else you can take a shot? Oh, I forgot the captain. The other captain with his gun. With her gun, even. But I think that'll be the last. Freaking hell, she might actually snipe your last person. She freaking did. Pistol bullet through the head of your helmsman. Just
damn it.
Shit.
proper Bond style freaking. He had 9 health left, but she did like 11, so it would have killed him full health.
Mm.
Just. So yeah, your Miranda is not going to be happy. Her whole crew is wiped out.
Miranda is on the edge of going barbarian by the sounds of it.
Okay, it's her turn. Well, no. Sorry, no, it's not. It's not.
It's Toro.
It's Ryoshi's turn.
Yes, I'm swimming back to our ship.
Okay.
Which is I believe that's as close as I can get.
Yeah.
Because I will have to use the dash action to move even more. So I can dash as a bonus and I can dash as a normal, so I can get to the side. Or can you double dash?
No.
Yeah.
I've not had...
Huh? Can you?
You can if he can use an action and a bonus action.
Which I can
Yeah.
as a monk. Yeah. Go to the right page down the movement so I can get that and try and start climbing back up.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I haven't been asking anyone to climb, like do a check for climbing, so you can climb up.
Yeah. That would be all I can do, though, is get back up onto the boat.
So the bandit captain's going to be relieved because you've got the prize. The target's on board.
Only cost our entire crew.
Okay, so we are back up to El Toro.
El Toro.
Okay.
Toro, get angry and smash.
Rage, fucking rage.
But you do see that Ryoshi is just behind you. Well, just beside you. Just come plopping out of the sea.
Not for the first time, looking completely waterlogged.
So after being hit by the guys, I've been hulking up, and then I'm just gonna like dramatically point at this guy,
The captain.
the captain, and then I'm gonna punch him. Where's the? Oh.
Unarmed strike, are you going for?
Yeah. Oh, 2. 10 to hit.
Yeah, that's not getting in.
Nah.
Okay. Well, it's the bandit captain's turn. If that's all El Toro can do.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I was. Yeah, that's all I can do. I think.
So yeah, Bandit. It's Miranda's turn.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that for a second. I was Miranda.
That's all right. You've kind of got a lot to remember tonight.
There's also, Miranda was just because so many bandit.
Yeah.
Bandit, Miranda.
Yeah. Okay. You killed my crew! You bastards! To the death! Yeah, you. Oh, what was the line? I had something from Muppets Treasure Island then, and it just completely escaped me. But this feels like the perfect opportunity to try blasting the captain in front of El Toro point blank in the face with the last shot of this pistol.
Nice.
And yes, despite being. Yeah. This is going to be an aimed shot as well, because I don't want to miss while yelling angrily at the person at point blank range. Thank God it was, because one of those was a 2. But that's 15 to hit.
It's in. It's in.
Yes!
Just.
That's 11 points of damage to the face.
Plus D6s.
Would this be a sneak attack?
Yeah, advantage on it.
Yes, it was, because I got the advantage. So another 3d6, 15s for a total of 26.
That is pretty devastating. That's actually halved her health in one shot.
You shot my speckled gem. I'll have to do.
It's literally like blown away.
Yes, that's everything I could do.
Aria, it's your turn.
I'm going to float gracefully over here, staying 15 feet in the air. I'm going to proclaim anyone who wishes for mercy and doesn't wish to die should throw down their weapons and surrender. And I'm going to throw a guiding bolt into the other captain, as I have a free one. Use guiding bolts. That's advantage. Guiding bolts. For a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's 26 damage to this captain.
The one that just got hit, just got shot.
Oh, I thought that one got shot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they're so close together. I got the two muddled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've halved that one's health.
So the next person to hit this thing gets advantage. And I'm going to bonus action give El Toro a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
El Toro, smash anyone who doesn't surrender.
El Toro understands.
That'll be me done. Cool,
okay, Nina's still having tea.
Oh.
I'm just there going, well, yes, I have lots of spell slots, and they're all very useful in combat. As we just cut back to the action.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Meanwhile, at Lena's
tea party.
Yeah, Lena's tea party.
I can imagine them like fighting with like doing a little pinky like to get like the tiny cups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Purin, it's your turn.
Well, if a cat Wasted.
I'll attack the captain. I'll continue the attack on the captain that's just shot in the face.
Yeah.
With a dirty 26. With 8 damage.
Yeah.
Then, just for shits and giggles, I get advantage with the longsword now. 17.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna throw a divine smite on it. Well, my free once a day divine smite.
Nice.
So I just roll the divine smite damage, not the weapon damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't expect this to. Please do. For 10 damage. Let's see. And I'll end my turn.
You still do the weapon damage when you hit somebody with a
Oh,
smite.
and the weapon damage as well, okay.
Hmm.
And another 11 damage.
Which is enough to finish him off. Well, the smite finished him off.
Now, I'm wondering if the crew are going to take the proclamation seriously now that both their captains have been pretty fucked up.
Well, yeah, I mean, that captain's been shot in the face, and they've just probably cut in half with the divine smites.
Okay, well, it's the ship movement turn, so unfortunately things are going to get a little bit more complex. Because your ship no longer has anyone on keeping the helm in check.
I think we might have to take some of these guys hostage and force them to sail us back.
Well, let's take the captains first. Let's take the captains first.
I've got to roll something first. Which way are you going to end up going? Oh. Yeah, your ship is starting to move away from them. Because it's not the helm's completely abandoned. And you're still at full sail. They're stationary. So actually, it should be more than that, because this is where it becomes problematic. 8. Yeah, you're going to start moving away from them at this rate quite fast. Because aside from the bandit captain, no one else knows how to do the anchor and things, or stop the, lower the.
Yep. No one knows all the piratey nautical things apart from the bandit captain.
Okay. The remaining captain basically yells to her crew. Looks like their ship's heading off without him. Let's let him go. You have what you wanted. Get off our ship. Looking at Aria. But we ain't surrendering to you. And it looks like your boat's going.
I suggest you do not cross my path again.
We're not surrendering to you. We're just reviewing the situation.
Well, you can either leave or you might need to take some space in our dungeon.
The situation.
Because you're in a very similar situation to how Ryoshi found himself. And your ship is at full sail heading away from you.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying. I could still I could still take an advantage sniping shot at her as I leave.
Oh yeah, you could.
That's why I'm saying she probably shouldn't antagonize me because she still has a guiding bolt on her. And I will be petty and take 2 bow shots at her face before I leave.
So I suggest you depart. Well, before your lift goes.
Yes, well, don't cross my path again.
Mm.
It will only end badly for you.
We certainly won't. Get the spare rigging up. Let's get out of here. They start repairing the damage and setting up the
just to be
other
100% sure,
rigging.
do not have any more slaves, right?
They didn't tell you. And there are other guys. They managed to sling up some spare rigging, so they're departing.
I'm going to ask Ryoshi. They didn't have anyone else on board, did they?
No, they did not. It seems like they abandoned everyone else and just had me aboard.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back.
Miranda, I express apologies for the loss of your crew. It was not an ideal outcome.
Well, she's having to race to take control of the helm because at the moment you're like, you've just shot off another 8 square, like another 40 feet off the map. Like,
well, we're going to rush over with help at least stabilize the wheel.
Because this is...
No offense, but the horned one will probably be more helpful with the rough seas.
Yep, on it.
Only 1 point. He's only got 1 point of strength lower than me. But yeah,
we keep thinking it's like way lower. Like it just feels like it should be.
I know.
Givenchy, it's also El Toro is probably more visibly strong than you are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You think it's because she's a body that she's a lot smaller.
Yeah, it's literally the size difference and the fact that she does not expect the buddy to be as powerful as they are.
Well, they think most of the power's in the legs. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only 1 degree of strength lower than the bunny.
I am massively below the rest of you because I'm not a strength build.
Well,
yeah, on the sliding scale of strength, it's me, Buddy, then El Toro.
Well, I rolled a 15 on strength. Will that help?
Yeah, you're starting to get it stable, but you're in a really bad way in terms of your being able to get the rigging and stuff. Like you are going to be like on like full throttle at the moment, you will not be able to like bring them down very quickly or turn very efficiently.
Not without the whole crew.
Well, yeah, because you're not trained.
Mm-mm.
It's
Yeah,
it's
you don't
climbing
wanna
up
get
into the
them
rigging and
bound.
getting the sails down without wrecking them. The other crew, the bandit crew, they know what they're doing, so they know where all the like spare rigging and stuff is downstairs and stuff. So it's only going to take them minutes to get at least one sail working, which is enough to get away from you.
Mm.
The way you're going, you're a Ferrari with its throttle stuck.
I know. Well, we'd at least better try and turn back.
Mm.
I mean, we got the slaves back, and we got Ryoshi back. Can
I
only
think
imagine
Ryoshi
how
wants
horrible.
to say something.
Yes. I must say, you have done a marvellous job of saving me, but unfortunately, solar flare! Followed by flash.
So,
gonna
Constitution
be
saving
safe.
throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay,
assume you-
17.
Yeah, you're okay.
13.
Just put my ears over my eyes.
I'm suddenly rolling very badly. That 13.
Ryoshi was still below deck.
8.
Anyone who didn't get a 14.
I didn't. 13.
Only takes 8 damage and is blind.
So the people who didn't took 8 damage and blind. So those who passed aren't hurt.
They take half damage.
Yeah, they take half damage.
Oh,
So 4.
oh, bitch.
Well, I assume
Huh.
you're going to be jumping overboard.
Oh god, yeah.
And pegging it with your dash to the other ship.
Ah!
Where several of them help him on board.
Oh. I mean, I was gonna say, could I, like, turn the ship to intercept them, but I'm blind.
Even if we did, we wouldn't know what we're doing anyway.
Yeah, and also the speed your ship goes at, you'd end up sweeping around to get him. You can just turn on the spot. Yeah, you've played Black Flag. You know what it's like. If you're
Yeah.
stuck at full,
Yeah, it would. This is very much the moment where I feel there's like this is almost. You will remember this is the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
and so that's where we'll end it for today. Ryoshi is still captured. Lena is
No.
having a cup of tea with some slaves. And the rest of the crew, the 4 of them that are remaining, are stuck on a very leaky boat. Out of control and going full throttle. So let's see where things end up next week.
Oh.
As they will have to rescue Ryoshi from the dreaded slave markets. Good night, everyone.
Dear. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
So we all agree, we're going to tier 1. What?